Envelope soft packaging. You really have to watch that at Amazon. All of my big major problems have been repackaged items. Even when you get a soft package item, it should come like this right here. Factory, right? Not just a clear piece of plastic with an Amazon sticker on it. Like they pulled that product out of a bin, put it in a plastic bag, and threw an Amazon sticker on it. I have no idea who that product came from. None. This is how I prefer to purchase, that I always look at what I'm buying first. And, if it's made in China, it's made in China. Well, so's my iPhone. Doesn't mean it's a bad product. What I'm looking at is to make sure that, number one, it's in an aluminized package, and number two, it's factory. That's it. When you get those soft, it's a weird kind of a plastic too. You can actually tear it with your hands, which is not used in retail. It's not used in retail because people can open the package really easy. You notice how hard it is to tear some packages open, right? It's made of a plastic that the more you stretch it, the harder it gets to break. So, honestly speaking, 33 and a third of my orders from Amazon. That's that in a bad month, that's what it runs. 33 and a third. Kind of sucks because I don't have any other option than to pay twice as much at some place where I don't have my options. If I go up to Best Buy and I look at HDMI cords, most of those will be made in China. In order to have a higher quality, you have to lower the labor cost in order to make a profit. You have to rob Peter to pay Paul. There's no magic formula and there is no free lunch. So the least you can do is get something new. And that plastic that Amazon uses, that soft plastic, okay, that's no manufacturer uses that. And so you have to be highly suspect. Am I buying a used product here? Has this been opened before? Amazon looked at it and tested it and said, oh, it's good. Resell it. Because that's not legal. Not in my state. In my state, if you represent something as new, it has to be new. Well, guess what? I've purchased numerous products at Amazon that weren't new. And if you go to Amazon and you look at some of the products I got burned on, and you go to the reviews and look at all the number ones, used product, not new, used product, not new. Amazon knows what's going on. That's a criminal offense in my state. And Amazon really doesn't give a shit, to tell you the truth. And I guess, I don't know if it's law enforcement, if it's the political power they have, I don't know. The number of people they employ, you see them busting unions. I don't know why an Amazon employee would vote against a union unless they're one of these people that go, oh, well, unions have never done anything for me. I'm like, you have no idea what the world would be like without unions. It's already bad enough. You need to go back to the late 1800s, early 1900s and look at people being shot during protests for, higher wages. That plastic, see, that's a dead giveaway. Nobody sold that way. That's coming from a reseller that's reselling. And this is what happens. So, like the child ride-on battery, I've talked about this numerous times because that I actually gave lot numbers to a person. I won't say where, but they make most child ride-on toys. And that battery was disposed of. They were defective. The cases were defective. The process of filling the batteries was defective, and they were dangerous. He flat told me, do not put that in your child's ride-on toy. We will not cover it. That is a disposed of product. He didn't know how it got to Amazon. And when I brought that to Amazon's attention, first off, I didn't get my money back from the scammer who sold me the battery, which was $80. But it was still for sale a year later from the same fucking guy. He must have picked up 500-600 of these things. He was still selling them. Amazon hadn't stopped them yet. And so that's when it all started. That was about 10 years ago, 8 to 10 years ago. That's when it all started, and when it really started going sideways and bad. About 10 years ago. Yeah, Harmony was about 10. Just unbelievable. And since then, it's gotten worse. Everything about it. So now when you do a search at Amazon, they just got in trouble from this. Their regulators are looking closely at Amazon because of this. You go to Amazon and you type in 2-inch eye bolt. The first 10 things you get are people that paid to be there. It's not the cheapest or the best product. They paid Amazon for that slot. And Amazon's like, well, yeah, it's obvious that these are the best ones because they're the ones that came up first, right? And then you go down further and you find a far superior product for half as much money. But you have to go down 10, 15, 20, 30 fucking pages sometimes. Sometimes I will literally sit there and just do this because they'll repeat. I will just flick like this and I won't even look for at least 20 pages. Then I will start getting serious about looking. Now, that is a crying shame for people searching for products at Amazon, expecting to get a reliable truth when you do a search. And instead, what you get is Amazon recommending their own products. That's when you get it in a fucking bag like that. Because Amazon had them made somewhere in bulk in the cheapest possible fucking quality. And then they stamp high quality on their ad and put a different name on it. And now that's why you get it in that clear, funky little bag with an Amazon white computer sticker on it. They throw it in a bag, it goes through the machine, sticker gets slapped on it, and you get screwed. You just got scammed by Amazon. It sucks. I used to, 15 years ago, I would tell Amazon, I am so glad that you guys are here because otherwise I'd have to drive to Chico. I'd have to make a 140-mile, 50-mile round trip. I just, too much of an inconvenience. And I can wait a few days and get my item. Oh, hell yeah. And from there on out, I was hooked because I could get everything I couldn't get here at a price that was comparable or cheaper and free shipping. And when they used to fuck up your order, they'd give you a free month of Prime. Now, almost all my shit, and it's not just the shitty service and the false ads and the fucked up search results and the fake star ratings, okay? It's the feeling of criminality that's on there. Because they sell very few of their products, like the Xbox I bought. I bet they've sold that Xbox 20 fucking times through Amazon. I bet they have. And the people put their disc in there and they can't get it back out. And these guys have repurposed the machine, put a new seal on it, made it look like a new they were getting a new Xbox X series. They put their disc in there, and then when they went, and it played just fine, but then when they went to eject that disc, it wouldn't come out, and you needed to use the manual eject. It didn't work. It was pretty much guaranteed to happen because of all the faulty drives that were in those boxes. So someone had either broken that off, or there wasn't one, or if it was literally a scam machine set up so you couldn't fucking get your disc out. And they told Amazon, nope, there was no disc in it, no problem, but it's a $150 restocking fee. Now that is a fucking scam. And I told them it's a scam. I said, look at the percentage they're charging to restock something that was defective. Are they going to sell it again? That's what a restocking fee is. Nope. And Amazon let him get away with it, just like the battery guy. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're driving the fucking getaway car, you're just as guilty.